even if they receive the teaching most respectfully, they will still be unable to avoid slandering it. My only wish is that the world-honored one will proclaim for everyone what practices Earth Store Bodhisattva did, tell us what vows he made while on the level of planting causes that now enable him to succeed in doing such inconceivable deeds. The Buddha said to Manjushri, by way of analogy, suppose that each blade of grass, tree, forest, rice plant, hemp stalk, bamboo, reed, mountain, rock, and mote of dust in a 3,000 great 1,000-world system were a Ganges river. Then suppose each grain of sand in each of those Ganges rivers were a world, and that each mote of dust in each of those worlds were an eon. Then suppose each mote of dust accumulated in each of those eons were itself an eon. The time elapsed since Earth Store Bodhisattva was certified to the position of the 10th ground is 1,000 times longer than that in the above analogy. Even longer was the time he dwelled on the levels of Sound Hearer and Prajakya Buddha. Manjushri, the awesome spiritual strength and vows of this Bodhisattva are inconceivable. If good men or women in the future hear this Bodhisattva's name, praise him, behold and bow to him, call his name, make offerings to him, or if they draw, carve, cast, sculpt, or make lacquered images of him, such people will be reborn in the heaven of the 33, 100 times, and will never fall into the evil paths. Manjushri, indescribably many eons ago, during the time of a Buddha named Lion Sprint Complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one, Earth Store Bodhisattva, Mahasattva, was the son of a great elder. That elder's son, upon observing the Buddha's hallmarks and fine features, and how the 1,000 blessings adorned him, asked the Buddha what practices and vows made him so magnificent. Lion Sprint Complete in the 10,000 practices, thus come one, then said to the elder's son, if you wish to have a body like mine, you must first spend a long time liberating beings who are undergoing suffering. Manjushri, that comment caused the elder's son to make a vow. From now until the ends of future time, throughout uncountable eons, I will use expansive, expedient means to help beings in the 6 paths who are suffering for their offenses. Only when they have all been liberated will I myself become a Buddha. From the time he made that great vow in the presence of that Buddha until now, hundreds of thousands of Nayutas of inexpressibly many eons have passed, and still he is a Bodhisattva. Another time, inconceivable, Asamkhya eons ago, there was a Buddha named Enlightenment Flower Samadhi Self-Mastery King. Thus come one. That Buddha's lifespan was 400 billion Asamkhya eons. During the Dharma Image Age, there lived a Brahmin woman endowed with ample blessings from previous lives who was respected by everyone. Whether she was walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, God surrounded and protected her. Her mother, however, embraced a deviant faith and often slighted the triple jewel. Her worthy daughter made use of many expedients in trying to convince her mother to hold right views, but her mother never totally believed. Before long, the mother's life ended and her consciousness fell into the relentless hell. When that happened, the Brahmin woman, knowing that her mother had not believed in cause and effect while alive, feared that her karma would certainly pull her into the evil paths. For that reason, she sold the family house and acquired many kinds of incense, flowers, and other gifts. With those she performed a great offering in the Buddhas, stupas, and monasteries. She saw an especially fine image of the Thus Come One, Enlightenment Flower Samadhi, Self-Mastery King in one of the monasteries. As the Brahmin woman beheld the honored countenance, she became doubly respectful while thinking to herself, Buddhas are called greatly enlightened ones who have gained all wisdom. If this Buddha were in the world, I could ask him where my mother went after she died. He would certainly know. The Brahmin woman then wept for a long time as she gazed longingly upon the Thus Come One. Suddenly a voice in the air said, O weeping worthy woman, do not be so sorrowful. I shall now show you where your mother has gone. The Brahmin woman placed her palms together as she addressed space, saying, Which virtuous divinity is comforting me in my grief? From the day I lost my mother onward, I have held her in memory day and night, but there is nowhere I can go to ask about the realm of her rebirth. The voice in the air spoke to the woman again. I am the one you behold and worship, the former enlightenment flower, Samadhi, self-mastery king, Thus Come One. Because I have seen your regard for your mother is double that of ordinary beings, I have come to show you where she is. The Brahmin woman suddenly lunged toward the voice she was hearing and then fell, injuring herself severely. Those around her supported and attended upon her, and after a long time she was revived. Then she addressed the air, saying, I hope the Buddha will be compassionate and quickly tell me into what realm my mother has been reborn. I am now near death myself. Enlightenment flower, Samadhi, self-mastery king, Thus Come One, told the worthy woman, After you make your offerings, return home quickly. Sit upright and concentrate on my name. You will soon know where your mother has been reborn.